as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged.
By Hopkins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, gone. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, lift!
Now gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long. It's gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tyler, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 58 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Tyler, and the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Louis. 180.
Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Starting left here. We're good.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Gurley slipped one tackle but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns after the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st down, it's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Eluding the pressure, and he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st and 10, Tyler, he sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. On first down, this is Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Tyler under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Goff on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Floating one, incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. 3rd down here. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They are going for it. Goff under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
To throw on second down. Tyler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They run with Geis, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On fourth down, Tyler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw is gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. To the air again. Gone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Again, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown as a member of the Rams. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney. Barney!
Off the play fake. Tyler steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Tyler. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on 1st down. Tyler escaping the pressure right. Complete. Richardson has it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tyler, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And now the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper. And a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
On 1st down, Tyler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That was really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Looking to throw. Tyler dancing to his left. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. That one goes for 36 yards. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Detroit! Over!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm doing
it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays.
And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Detroit! Over! No, check, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney! Gone!
They go play action here on first down. And they're going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. Tyler buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellows got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit!
And the blitz does come. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete here. And a great veteran, Eric Berry, back to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Off play action. Tyler. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Tyler. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Louis.
On 1st and 10, gone. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, here's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
From the gun on 3rd down, gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Leopard!
it now to Geis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Tyler. And his throw is incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the 50, it's gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Out of the gun. Gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.